Hola, hola. It's your girl, Erika from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, queen, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. And I am here to remind you, I'm a confidence coach, a business mentor, a speaker, an author, and I am obsessed with women standing up, showing up, and creating their confidence. And I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hi, how are you, my darling? I, at the time of recording this, am getting ready to go to the United States. But at the time of you listening to this, I'm in the United States. So your girl is batching content because I don't want you to miss out on my podcast while I'm in America on a freaking international global tour. I feel like Bad Bunny. I'm just saying, I know Bad Bunny's going everywhere. I'm not. But anyway, I feel like I'm taking my kids to the United States across the US and day. So if you're listening to this right now, live as it's coming out on Tuesday morning, 5 a.m., then I'm in America right now touring. Get your ass onto my website, thequeenofconfidence.com/events, because you could see all the events that we're doing. So you can come and meet me on tour. I would love that. Okay, let's talk about a few things stressing me out right now. Right now, I'm getting ready to go. But also, Mr. Bad Bunny Benito decides to do a tour in Australia. Well, he's doing a tour everywhere, but he's coming to Australia. I've been living in Australia for 16 years, 16 años, ¿ok? 16 años y nunca en mi vida yo he conocido como 3 o 4 boricua, which means I've seen 3 or 4 Puerto Ricans in this country. And Australia doesn't know what Puerto Rico is. They're like, South America? I'm like, no, we're the Caribbean. The Caribbean. Anyway, so I'm dying that Bad Bunny's coming to Australia. Not only does he come, and we're lined up trying to get these tickets, and for some reason, we did not get VIP. It sold out in a second. Like, I'm talking a hot second. It sold out. So we got the best we could get. Homeboy sells out, and the next day they go, we're going to do another show the next day. So Erika Cramer doesn't play. Homegirl gets 2 tickets VIP. VIP. Hey. So we got tickets for the 28th of February and then the 1st of March. So we will be there double 2 nights. I can't tell you the stress in my body. If you've ever bought tickets for an artist that you love and you're like, Ticketmaster's like, hurry up. And you're like, oh my God. And you're stressing. And I still feel like my nervous system's like, hype. It was wild. So I'm very happy because now I get to go to Puerto Rico in America. Maybe at the time of listening, I'm in Puerto Rico. I am. Oh my God, this is coming out May 20th and yo estoy en Puerto Rico ahora mismo. How beautiful is that? Hey, watch out. I'm in the past and the future. And I get to see him here again. So I'm just so excited. And I'm just telling you because I'm excited and I love you. And if you've been following on social media, you already know. So what is today about? Today is about, I want to give you a gift, okay? I don't know why this is the way it is, but this is the way it is. I want to say as a fine print, as my friend Yemi would call it, my disclaimer is I am a multifaceted human being, okay? If you know me, if you see my shit, I love a million things. If you could see my screen right now, the desktop, tiene like 50 million things. I got a billion things on my desktop. Like there's so many screenshots layered on top of each other that there's like layers and layers of shit on my desktop, okay? That's how my life is. I am Gemini, which what does that mean? But if you believe in that shit, then cool, I'm Gemini. I'm a manifesting generator. I'm a 4/6. I am multifaceted. Big visionary person, tiny detail person, which is very weird. And I share this because I talk to a lot of women in business or women that want to launch a business or women who are leaders, and they utilize the fact that they're multidimensional and you don't understand. There's so many things I'm passionate about. I want to do all the things. They use that as a reason why they can't focus on one thing. And I want to say to you that I also am that same way. And if I want to be successful in the impact that I came here to have on this planet, in the impact of the women that I want to help, I need to focus and be on one thing until I own that thing, until people know me for that thing, until I've built credibility and authority with that thing, until I've made that thing successful. So I'm basically talking about the fight of niching, the fight of specializing, the fight of, and I hear you creatives that are like, I am the niche. You're right. That's called you're the personal brand. Of course, you're the niche. But let me tell you, if you are someone who listens to this podcast and you love impact, money, vision, you want to write books, you want to do podcasts, you want to make, you want to do some big shit in your life. You're like, you don't understand. I have this big idea and this big dream and I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this. If you're her, I'm her too. High five, welcome. You're in the right place. But what I want to say to you is your ability to see the vision in the future of where you want to go and who you want to be and the shit you want to do. Oh, beautiful. Mwah. So many people don't have that. Maybe you have that big vision of where you want to go. But what messes with us is that it's so big out there that we don't know what to do right now. And so we mistaken the later on vision that's coming in the future for what we do right now. And then I see y'all like a chicken with your head cut off doing 17,000 things. 17,000 things. And you wonder why you're struggling. And you wonder why your audience is confused. And you wonder why you're not making the money you want to make. Or you're not breaking through. Baby, because you have to put your neck straight. Like break your neck straight. Para el frente. Like look forward and stop focusing on the 40,000 things. The distractions that are very sexy. Yes, I hear you. But that's not ready yet. If you just started your business, you're not ready to write a book. With all due respect and love, that's not it right now. That's not what your focus should be. You just started. You haven't made your first 6 figures. You don't need to worry about writing a book and being on TEDx and doing all these next level things. You're not at the next level yet. And you're going to get to the next level. Of course you will. But to think that you just started and launched and you think you should be doing the chapter 75 things when you're just reading the introduction, the prologue. You in the fucking prologue and you're trying to do chapter 75. The person that's doing chapter 75, and maybe you look at me, I'm doing some stuff advanced, not everything. Some things like a TEDx and my second book that I wrote. Cool, I got a book deal. Woo, cool. But I've been in this for like 7 years. This is not my first year. This is not my first 12 months of my business. And the first 2 years of my business, all I did was talk about a program called the Sisterhood. Sisterhood. If you've been listening to my podcast and you're new here, you probably heard me talk about it. That program doesn't exist anymore. I closed it, right? I have another program, the next level, if you want to join that, right? But I was in the Sisterhood. That's all I talked about. I didn't do retreats. I didn't do any other offers. I didn't have a book. I didn't have nothing. It was only the Sisterhood. I got so known in the Sisterhood and made a name for myself in that program that then and only then, when people started going, how did you build your coaching business? Business people started asking me, women, then I decided to help them, show them what I did because I did it. But the thing is, I couldn't have shown them what I did until I did it. So it took me 2 years to do it and know about it to then teach someone else. It would be so wild if I just came out and my first 3 months, I'm like, I'm going to teach you how to build a business, even though I've only been in business for 3 months. What? Like, first of all, it's out of integrity. Second of all, that doesn't even make sense. And so trust me, my clients that are high level, they be fighting me on this. My new clients that are new to business and my high level that are not new to business, fight me. But you could fight me all you want. But as Tony says, success leaves clues. I didn't make up the rules of business. There are fundamental things in business that make sense. And this is one of those. You cannot chase 2 rabbits and catch them. You won't, unless you have a twin that runs after one and you run after the other. But then that's still not you. It's somebody, not you. Somebody else is chasing it. You can only go for one thing at a time, okay? I can't even tell you, my vision in the future is like, I want to have 7-day events, week-long retreats with a lot of women. I want to have them all over the world. I want to have a show. I want to have multiple books. I just want to speak on stage. I'm not going to be on Zoom. I will still have my podcast. You already know, right? Like I'll have a massive team helping me with media, but I'm not going to be on Zoom doing one-on-one calls with my clients. I know that. I won't be doing XYZ. I know that. I won't be doing this myself. I know that, but I'm not there yet. So I'm not operating from the future vision because I'm not in the future vision yet. So I have to have the due diligence. I have to have the discipline, the consistency, the humility, right? The focus, the Temu blinkers. I'm trying to go on Temu and buy the blinkers, the horse blinkers for my clients. And we're all laughing like literally we all need them. Me too, right? Horse blinkers so that we keep looking straight because we're looking to the side over there. Stop looking at the vision. You will never get there if you can't do what needs to be done in this right here, right now. There are moves that need to be made. There's consistency that needs to be created. There's focus. There is discipline. You can't do 17 things. And then you're like, no, you don't understand. I'm special. Baby, you're not. You don't understand. I'm different. I'm unique. Even worse, I'm also special. We're all special, baby. I get it. But there are fundamental rules that we need to follow. And we follow them so that we can actually become successful. We talk about the same thing. I talk about it on the podcast, and I'm going to say it again. And if I've said it before, maybe you needed to hear it twice. Okay? Adele. Adele got a Grammy. She sang the song. Hello, that shit, right? She got a Grammy. You think she sang hello once? No. Adele been singing that shit. How many times she sang that song? Hello? How many times? A lot of times. On the streets, when it wasn't a hit, when she was just playing with hello, goodbye, maybe different words, whatever. She sang that shit a lot. And then all of a sudden, she gets a Grammy. And we're like, oh, that's the jam. The radio's playing it. And she's like, I sang that shit over 150 times. I sang it on the streets. I sang it in the shower. I rewrote that song. I sang it in the pub, in the bar. I sang it in front of people. I was collecting coins singing it. That song's not new to her. She knows the ins and outs of that because she became known for that because she's sang it so many times. This is the same analogy. You have to sing the song that you sing so many times that you know you're deep in the trenches about it. You know the crevices of it. You get the nuances that most people miss. That is what builds you as masterful. That is what makes you the go-to. That's what makes you the authority. People go, you're the girl that does that. You're the lady that does that. You do that. You do that. You do that. Yep. And then you do that so well that you leverage yourself. You have resources, you get money, you get team, you get support, you get brand deals, you get help, you get awareness, you get credibility, whatever you want to get. I don't know your thing, but whatever your thing is, you get to that place. Now, when you're at that place, now you can diversify. You can diversify. That makes sense. Now I'm here. I've got more resources. I've got more time. I've got money. Now what do we want to do? And when you start looking over there to the next thing, this thing is sorted. The thing you're looking straight at is sorted. Now you can start to cast your eyes to the side. But if you haven't sorted your thing, if you're not at the levels you want to get at, if you're not making the money you want to make, if you're not getting the cut through, clients, leads, whatever impact that you want, how dare you look to the side and be tempted by that sexy thing over there? That shiny object syndrome. We should just call it self-sabotage. That's what it is. There's so many objects. There's so many decisions we can make. There's so many. I could coach kids about confidence. I could help men with confidence, right? There's so much I could do. But I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm on my purpose. I'm on my vision. I'm on my mission. And I also trust. I don't need to be impatient. I've been impatient. Let me tell you that much. But when I get like that, I'm like, why you not trusting? As if God's spirit doesn't have something for you. As if it brought you all this way to then lead you down the wrong path. Like, you don't believe it's got your back? Damn. That's the belief you got? And I'm like, yep. Okay. Thank you for checking me, spirit. Thank you. Sorry. Anytime I question myself and then a miracle happens and I'm like, me and Hamish look at each other, my husband, and we're like, why are we questioning? The universe going to slap you on the butt. Why are you questioning me? I got you. I know who you are and you know who you are. So let's get to work. Just keep trusting. Keep taking the one step in front of the other, one step in front of the other. Yeah, but Erika, I want to fly. I'm like, you can't fly. You got to take one step in front of the other, one step. The taking of the step one in front of the other is the discipline that builds. That's the way that you grow and you build what you have. And then all of a sudden you go, yeah, but how am I going to get all the way over there with this little one step in front of the other bullshit, Erika? And I'm like, I hear you. But all of a sudden one step takes you really far. Then your steps get longer. Then your steps go global. Then your steps, somebody helps you walk. Somebody pushes you. And then they go, here's a car for you to drive and not walk anymore because your steps, now you could drive instead of walking. Like, you don't know the miracles that happen. But when you are distracted and you won't keep your neck straight and focus on the thing that you said you're here to do, and become masterful, how will your audience trust you? How will people know who you are? Like, people be like, oh, everybody knows you. Baby, nobody knows me. Like, when I look at my podcast downloads and I'm like 3 million downloads, do you know how many people there are on a planet? Like, it stresses me out. How many women don't know about my work? How many women think they're not good enough? How many women don't have the big sister in their ear? How many women don't know about my podcast? There are so many women who don't know about my podcast. And I'm bored and I'm going to go on to the next thing now? No. Do less better. What does Hormozy say? I don't agree with everything they do, but I agree with that shit. Do less better. Go. Keep doing it. Get louder. Stay on it. People will come. There's only 2 people watching my live. Good. Why should they watch your live? Are you going to be here next week? So many people aren't. How many people start a podcast and they don't get past episode 12? To get episode 20, watch out. You're a pro. People do not continue their podcast. People do not continue their Instagram story lives thing that they decide to do. People do not continue a lot of shit. So why would they trust you? You have to build that trust and credibility, and first with yourself. First prove to you that you can be consistent enough and focused to do that thing. I'm not saying don't be creative and artistic and have all the big visions and dreams. I love everything. I put my nails on and I sometimes talk about nails. Sometimes I talk about makeup. Sometimes I talk about motherhood. But at the end of the day, I'm here to do this thing because I have a mission that I want to accomplish. So I'm not going to now go, I'm a salsa teacher. And now I'm like, I also help business people invest their money in Bitcoin. I'm not going to do that. It's so many things, so many distractions that it then slows you down for the steps that you need to take. It's like putting a big rock behind you and I'm telling you to take steps and you're like, man, these steps are heavy. Oh, I can barely take any steps, Erika. And I'm like, why you got so much weight? What are all those distractions? Cut them off so you can move faster down the line straight. So you could get to where you want to get to, have the resources and all of that, and then leverage yourself. And then watch how I diversify the shit out of our business with my husband when we get to where we want to get to. You watch. I want to have programs for relationships. I want to have programs for business people. I want to have programs for fucking families. Like, I would love to get some shit happening with kids when they're young so we can help them build their confidence, and the parents do it with the kids. So the kids aren't learning from other people. They're learning from their parents. So they learn together, and like families are more confident and connected. I would love to do retreats, like fucking some date with destiny shit. Like, I would love to do, I want to go speak in schools, talk to foster kids, marginalized women and communities, love to go to prisons and talk. Like, I want to do all of that, but I can't do all of that right now because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm here. And I don't know if it's a spiritual God thing or what it is, but I feel this energy say to me, stick to what you're doing. Stick to what you're doing. Focus over here. And it moves my head. And I'm looking over there and it's like, look straight. Stop being distracted with the sexy shit. Focus. We need you to focus. We need you focused. We need you focused. And I continue to focus. And then it gifts me and it gives me blessings and it puts people in my path and it helps me and it lets people know about my podcast, connects me to that person who connected me to that person, puts me in front of the audiences that I need to speak to at these corporate events or these workshops or these business conferences. And I trust it and I continue to trust it and it continues to bless me because it knows what I want. The universe knows what you want. The second you have the desire, it's out there helping you get it. But you're too impatient and you don't trust. You need to trust yourself first. Trust you. Trust that what you're doing is going to get you there. If you truly want it and your desires are pure and you want to help, my love, everything in the world and the universe is going to conspire for you to get it. And it already is. But you don't see it and you don't know. So you have to silently trust and keep walking the path one step in front of the other, one step in front of the other. And all of a sudden you reach this area in your walk and it's like, hey, here you go. And you're like, whoa, where did that come from? And they're like, what do you mean? We've been cooking it at the back. You said you wanted it like 4 years ago, right? We made it for you. You still want it? You're like, hell yeah, I still want it. How did you know that's exactly what I wanted? Actually, it's better than what I wanted. Actually, it's better than what I could have ever dreamed about. And it makes me emotional thinking about that because that's what I feel for myself. I feel like I dream for what I want and the universe is like, you ripped yourself off yet again. We got you though. We know exactly what you need. Trust us. And I do. I have to trust. I have to trust. The fact that I'm here doing what I'm doing, like, what else could we do? So ask yourself, where are you diversifying yourself too much? Where is your attention splintered and scattered? And if it's because of trauma, come and join me in the next level. If you have things to heal and you want to calm your nervous system and you want to focus and you want to build your self-worth, baby, come and join me in the next level. Hamish and I would love to support you. But if that's what you're seeing for yourself and you're like, why am I all over the place and I can't focus and I can't get cut through? It's not because you can't. It's because you are distracted. And we need to cut the distractions so that you actually become and get what you want because it is available to you, okay? So I don't care what people say, niche, I'm the niche. I am the niche. Of course I am. Yes, multidimensional. Yes, me too. Sign up. Me too. But let's not get distracted and call that shiny object. It's self-sabotage. And if you can't prove to yourself that you can focus and be disciplined on what you want to do and help your community trust you so the people that follow you know that you're going to be there, that this is who you are, that this is how you're going to help them, how are you going to go to the next level? Anyway, I hope this resonated with you and it lands, and some of you needed to hear it. I love you. If you're my client and you think I'm talking to you, I probably am. But I talk to a lot of people. I'm telling you, everybody that I've spoken to has this problem. I had this problem too. And if it wasn't for my husband, girl, we'd be screwed. I'm just telling you now. That's what will be happening. I'll be all over the place doing 1,000,001 things. But really, sometimes we need someone to tell us to focus, to back ourselves, to believe that what we want is on its freaking way if we could just focus ourselves. All right, I will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening. I freaking love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your ears and your energy and your attention. Thank you for letting me into your world. And thank you so much for listening and tuning in to this podcast. There are so many podcasts you can listen to, and I deeply, deeply, for real, appreciate you listening to mine. Do me one big favor, one big thing. Please share this episode or this podcast with a woman who you know needs to hear this. This is my mission on planet Earth, to serve as many women as possible so that we could show up, stand up, speak up, and create the confidence and the life that we desire. I appreciate you, my love. I will see you on the next episode.